Dash cams are becoming popular these days. You might have a reason to need one. I'm Tom Voelk with Driven Car Reviews, and yeah, normally I review cars. But I've heard a lot about this dash cam, so decided to give it a look. It's the 70mai 4K A810. Kind of a weird name, but apparently a very good dash cam. Good quality video plus a reasonable price. Two things that I can get behind. Now, full disclosure, I am not a dash cam expert. There are plenty of those on the interweb. If you want, check those out. I am a photographer, so I know image quality. Also, this is a sponsored video. 70mai sent this to me for free. But now that it's in my hands, I can be completely candid, and 70mai can't do anything about it. I'm going to be completely candid. These videos normally start with an unboxing, and I'm going to get to that, but first of all, I'm going to tackle image quality because that's what these are all about, right? That's what you want to see. A couple details before I go to the images. The main unit uses a high-quality Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 sensor. That's good stuff. It can record in 4K and high definition. It uses a proprietary algorithm called Vivid Plus Solution to enhance the picture quality and dynamic range. A810 supports dual channel recording. The second camera, intended to be mounted rearward, shoots in HD only. All right, let's go outside. Hit the ignition, and the A810 turns on. It does take a second or two to boot up, and then it starts recording automatically. As you can see, the picture quality is impressive. I did some research and watched some comparisons and found that the A810 looks better than some dash cams twice the price. This package is $179. On top of that, I have a discount code for 15% off at 70mai's site, 15TOM. It's good for up to 40% off. I'm a photographer. Image quality is very important to me. It handles extreme contrast very well. No doubt you can see that it's extremely wide angle, which gives you good coverage. There is a little bit of distortion on the edges if I'm being picky, but it's not as if you're shooting a major motion picture here. In top resolution, it's good enough to zoom in and read license plates, street signs, and even a great bumper sticker if that's your thing. And all of this is GPS stamped, so you know exactly where you were. I have absolutely no complaints about the image quality. It's excellent. You can set the A810 to either record sound or not. This is a sample, so you can hear what it sounds like. I haven't treated the audio in any way. And a little tour of Seattle on your right. This is the Amazon building, or as we affectionately call it, Bezos Falls. What about nighttime? I'm pretty impressed here too. Seattle has an inky black quality about it at night, especially when it rains, and it does that a lot. Plus, it doesn't help that pedestrians insist on wearing all black clothing. But judge for yourself. I'm impressed with this low light performance. Again, doing a little bit of research, the A810 is as good or better than far more expensive dash cams. I'll also point out that there are some basic ADAS features built into this. Lane departure warning, collision warning if you're closing too fast on vehicles ahead, pedestrian alert, and cycling alert. I'm trying to demonstrate this in every single lighting condition that I can think of. This alley is really dark. There's almost no illumination at all. Seems like the sensor is picking it up pretty well. As far as I can see on the screen, it's truly, truly dark. As for the back camera, it doesn't have the same 4K image quality. It's 1080p HDR. But again, it's not for shooting Dune Part 3. This is to show your insurance company that the knucklehead behind you was posting cat videos on Facebook and you're completely blameless for the rear collision. This is perfectly acceptable and was considered quite good just a few years ago on all dash cams, front or rear. A810 records in a seamless loop, overwriting old videos. Also, there's a time-lapse feature which would be fun for road trips. I didn't try it out. As it tends to do in the Pacific Northwest, the rain starts up. The front camera is doing fine, partly because it has windshield wipers. The back unit, well, it's not so great. For starters, its image quality isn't as clear at night, and it certainly doesn't help that raindrops aren't being pushed out of the way. It's not the fault of the camera. Any unit is going to have this problem. So, the image quality is terrific, just what you want in a dash cam. So let's check out and see what's inside the box. A reminder that at the time that I'm doing this video, the price of this 2-camera unit is $179, and then the 15% discount code. You might also want this, it's 20 bucks. This is a standalone hardwire kit for a cleaner install, allowing constant juice to the unit, so smart parking mode can be enabled. It opens up collision detection, motion detection, and time-lapse photography. I thought that maybe I could MacGyver the parking mode by plugging it into a battery like this one as a temporary power source while I'm gone from the car. Nope. There seems to be something about the hardwire cord that gives the okay to the unit to enable that feature. As far as the box goes, there are no glaring misspellings or gaffes on the packaging. I might be alone on this, but I wonder how good an actual product can be when there are really dumb mistakes on the packaging. So here's the main camera unit, and there's a protective film for the screen that needs to be taken off. Notice that all the power connections are on one side, and that makes cable routing cleaner. Yay. As it stands, this comes with everything that you need to plug it into USB power. Here's the rear camera. It has a swivel, so you can position it properly. It's very small, very discreet. Here are the cables, one for the main unit and another longer one for the auxiliary camera. These are high quality. There's nothing cheap about them. Again, the optional hardwire kit would make this a much cleaner install. 70mai provides a USB adapter. Kudos for the dual port design. That's a nice touch. Also, there's a tool to help you push the cables into the headliner. It's all here. There are clear instructions that are easy to follow too, and if that's not enough, there's a link to a YouTube video where you can watch the installation process. I did that. As a visual person, it helped me. This is not a touchscreen. Navigate the menu by using hard buttons. You'll need to do things like set the correct date and time, especially if you think you'll be using it for insurance purposes. Installation is not hard. The first step is to place this film in an area where the camera will have a clear view. Make sure that it's away from the rear view mirror because it's a wide-angle lens. Mount it where the wipers clear the area where the lens is going to be. Otherwise, you're just going to have pictures of raindrops. I've already put the SD card in. It's not included, by the way. Once the camera is in place, plug it in and route the power cords. If you haven't already guessed, this is the toughest part, and it can be time-consuming, especially if you're using the hardwire kit. Wiring the rear camera takes some patience. I wish my old Volvo had this when a Ford F-250 rear-ended my son, who was stopped for heavy traffic on I-5. Stay off your phone while driving, people. Both lenses swivel. To view what's been shot, you can take the card out of the camera and download it directly into your computer, or use the app, which gets okay reviews. I deal with cameras, computers, and electronics all the time. I have no issues with it at all. Still, I prefer to download to my Mac. Summing this up, if you're looking for a very good dash cam at a reasonable price, this is $179 for both cameras. Everything you need, an extra $20 if you want to hardwire it. And don't forget the code 15TOM. Save yourself some money, up to 40% at 70mai site. It's pretty tough to go wrong with the 70mai 4K A8 10. Other than the name, pretty cumbersome. If I were Siskel and Ebert, remember them, I would give this 2 thumbs up. And a reminder, if you haven't seen my car review videos, that's what I do the best. Check them out. Lots of great photography, lots of great information. They look great on the big screen, so watch them there. Thanks for watching. I'm Tom Voelk.